Let's do it. Against the Grain, starring Andrew McLovin Perloff. Now a fan of Chelsea. He has abandoned Crystal Palace. He has donned the Chelsea jersey. How many? Do you have a jersey for every team in the English Premier League?
Well, I want to see how the results are going, and then I might pick up a couple more.
All right. Well, are you going to do a Premier League against the Grain, or is this a football?
Not against the pitch. That's coming out later in the season. Right now, against the Grain, hit the music, Seton. Mike, you're afraid I'm going to rip you, but I'm not going to rip you here. I'm going to give you a chance to circle back and take back some of the things you've said this week. I've been collecting notes, and I'm going to give you an out if you want that. Do you want a chance to see what you've said on paper and reconsider?
Yes, I'm not going to guarantee there'll be actual reconsideration, but I'd love to know what you're going to pick.
Let's start with the fact that you would take Seattle Seahawks quarterback Russell Wilson long-term over Andrew Luck. You stick with that, Mike Florio?
Yes, I do. That's kind of an against-the-grain take, though. You should like that.
I know. I didn't have to do any work. You've been going against the grain all week here. But are you serious?
Yes.
All right. Number 2, if you could start an NFL team with any defensive player, you would strongly consider Bucs cornerback Darrelle Revis over J.J. Watt.
I would consider it. I'm not saying I would do it, but I would definitely consider it if he's truly back to what he was before the torn ACL, because I think he's still got several more years of good football life. Yes.
Okay. All right. Number 3, you still consider Phillip Rivers an elite quarterback?
Yes.
Phillip Rivers.
Maybe.
Okay. Beep.
Perhaps.
Number 4. You were talking about teams that had a chance to make the Super Bowl. In the AFC East, you chose the Patriots and the Miami Dolphins.
Yes. Chance.
Really?
Of those 4 teams, the 2 that have a chance to make it.
And in the NFC North, you included the Detroit Lions.
The more I think about the Lions, the more strongly I feel about the Lions' chances for 2013. I'm not saying pencil them in for MetLife Stadium come early February, but what I'm saying is the Lions are going to be a force this year, again, like they were 2 years ago.
Okay, and finally, most recently, Honey Badger for Defensive Rookie of the Year, for real?
Who would you pick?
Whew. Well, I mean, Deion Jordan, except he apparently can't break the starting lineup.
Yeah, that would be... Being in the starting lineup is usually there's a connection.
Love Mingo. I know he got banged up last night. Ziggy Ansah, maybe the Monster Moore, New York Giants defensive end who's having a great camp. I feel like a pass rusher can make more of an impact. Now, how's Honey Badger as a sort of safety nickel guy going to make the impact here?
With interceptions. It's going to be stats driven. And if he's playing free safety, he's going to be in position to go play the ball and get some interceptions and make things happen when he gets the interceptions.
Wow. All right, well, that's all. I had Carson Palmer, by the way.
Comeback player of the year?
He had a pretty good year statistically last year, so I disagree with that.
But you know what? Comeback player of the year, it doesn't matter. I mean, Matthew Stafford won comeback player of the year a couple of years ago, and he never was there. He wasn't coming back to anything. He'd never had a big year, and he's comeback player of the year. So the perception is Carson Palmer has been bad in recent years, although he did have a pretty good season.
Like Chad Pennington won it twice in a row, didn't he? Comeback player of the year and comeback player of the year. Yeah. That's it. Against the Grain, Mike.
Well done. Good stuff. Good stuff from